Well, looking at the time here, it's shortly after 7 o'clock. I get to watch Century Invictus get the job done, which is the opposite of what happened with Per Lucky. As I alluded to in my video, I knew the risks leaving with Per Lucky, but honestly, when it comes to a race like that and a horse like that, I knew one of two things had to happen. You either are going to leave a little bit, get away to the front, maybe let Winning Shadow go, Chris Lems's horse, sit in the 2-hole and take your chances of beating him or being second. Even off a couple of weeks, so I'm thinking best case scenario, likely second, but a good second. But to do that, I'm going to have to leave them. I see his chart lines. I've talked to Ronnie. He's not quite as good on a half as he is a 5/8. Ronnie Wren, as they're saying. You know, he said, listen, he'll race on a half. He's raced on a half. He's won race at Yonkers, but I just find him a lot better on a 5/8 and a half. He knows the horse, and he was right. I just gave him his head, and the horse was trying. Like, it wasn't like soreness or interference or anything like that. He was trying to get out of there. He just steers a little bit like a dump truck. He runs out in the straightaways, runs in the turns. And it wasn't like I was mushing him out of there. I was letting him trot out, though. I think he was, on paper, the second best horse in the race. I did want to put him in a position to win the race. And to do that, I had to let him trot out and he run. So that was that. But I did, as I said, I did get to watch Century Invictus win. And then it dawned on me, I have to be back here on Tuesday night. I have to be back here Wednesday. I'm likely going to have to be here schooling Sweet on Pete, Dustin Hanover on Thursday, and then I may have to go to the Meadows on Thursday afternoon, which will put me back in Ontario Thursday night and qualifying Friday morning and schooling. We have all the babies I want to take over Friday. That's what my week looks like. And you guys know when summer gets close, when summer starts, it is foot to the floor the entire time, and I rarely get a chance to just take a deep breath, sit down and relax. I needed a rest the last 2 days. I was tired for whatever reason, felt a little bit under the weather. I was joking about, oh, maybe it was a monkeypox or whatever. I was just a little bit tired the last 2 days. So I'm fine now, I'm fresh, but at the same token, I do got to train some horses tomorrow. A couple that, one or two that I plan on taking to Mohawk on Friday that I want to make sure we get the right shoes and the right gear on them. Blacksmith's there tomorrow, so if changes need made, they'll be done tomorrow. So I have to be there. So it's either wake up at an ungodly hour, like 4 o'clock in the morning to make it to Ontario in time, or leave now. And I looked at the program quick for Yes's race. Aaron Merriman's not in there. And I decided it was probably, and I know somebody's going to say, well, Aaron drove twice and he run. That's when Billy hit the horse. He wasn't really in good condition at that point. Yes. You know, we were trying to get him figured out, trying to get him back racing good. He wasn't on the top of his game, and he had made 2 breaks on Aaron. Totally different horse now than, totally different Yes now than the Yes of before. So I find it hard to believe that a driver of Aaron Merriman's capability and talent would have any issues getting Yes to the front, hopefully, and winning with him. That's the plan. That was my plan going into the race. We'll see how Aaron drives him, but it frees me up to do a lot more stuff. I get back tonight at midnight. I wake up fresh tomorrow morning for what will be a short week in Ontario, but a much needed and very important week. This will be setting up 10 to 12 yearlings to go to Mohawk, first time behind the gate on Friday. I need to be over here because the Ohio breds are going behind the gate for the first time here. I wasn't going to for a couple of weeks, but they have the gate out here for babies. We're not training them hard. We'll maybe go a mile in 2:10, 2:8 with them over Northfield Park. Have 3 or 4 sets of 4. I guess 3 sets of 4 probably suit. 1 set of 5. I think there's 13 over here. Anyway, that's the plan for this week. So I looked at the program. There was that voice in the back of my head saying, race 12 is a long way away. I literally can almost be home in my bed by the time Yes races tonight, truthfully. So I opted for that. Now, if it backfires and something happens, that's on me, 100%. But I'll take that risk as I head down the highway back to Ontario, because there's just too much going on right now, and I really have to utilize my time properly. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I hope you guys are plowing through the videos tonight. I got them done yesterday and this morning for you. As I said, great win by Century Invictus. You're going to have to turn the page. You're going to have to trust me on this and turn the page on Per Lucky. I know exactly what happened, but if I had it to do over 100 times, it may have looked a lot like that 100 times. I don't know him well enough, but I did want to put him in play, and unfortunately, it just didn't work out. So you may see him back Indigo Thursday. This horse been off since the 29th, schooled in 55 for us, and then made a break tonight, which is a mile in about 2 minutes. That would be what we trained him in if we were going to train him today for Thursday. So not really the end of the world. We likely will have him back Indigo Thursday at the Meadows, which means I will be in the Meadows on Thursday. So with that, I hope you guys had a great weekend. For the most part, as I said, the stable we're never perfect. We're too big a machine to run completely smoothly, but for the most part, a pretty good weekend stable. Take care, everybody.